Yeah. Uh, tried to get it streaming on. Realized I had requests to stream, so I'll be streaming and Twitch tomorrow. I am back. Don't have a job. I wasn't able to get a job, but I have started a model for beekeeping. Against of my mother. I am able to do that. Yo, this not pixel. So that will actually uh wait, how I play. The only reason I'm turning it on is in case I need to uh change one of the game, just in case. I didn't think about my world name. Fun. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's a coffee holder. Coffee holder. This is boring. This is the one thing that most people who are new to D&D do. So it's boring. I don't want that. Yeah, in case you guys couldn't tell, I found a mod pack very similar to the one that uh, famous Minecraft YouTubers use to um this. Yeah, it'd be a drink. Like, this would be fun for like tunneling. Played this one, but don't want to. This one sounds fun. I don't want to. Played this one. I got bored. Big. Description. This. Self-explanatory. I like you. would definitely be fun to play with friends. I don't know anybody else who has technical. Fun. And I can do this. About this one, that big round knot, right? Is they make me give me mining set. Also make me those. Um, as a whole, not in that island things, but like I am planning on paying them. Planning on paying. And if I could find another to exist. And if there's like what I'm wanting is terrible. So that I can so I don't have to suffer with using these. Like this. Sorry. This wasn't fun. I can fireballs. Fire. Love it. Yeah. Hydrophobic, so I can't. Now. I had almost a job, but because the site that they had sent me for background check being nice, I decided I was going to job. I got it. Hopefully I'll be both platforms tomorrow. Say it that if after I put a request in, I'll be able to do it. 4 hours from Cat Village. So, Cat, there's a. Fortunately, oh no, because the clerics are actually kind of useful. They're up to a high enough level. I can build right. Get the cleric up to a high enough level. Actually, get bottles get like experience bottles. So there's a cleric, one of these, at any time to make potions. A blast furnace. Oh. Everybody. Am I alone in this village? A horse. And a pin. Oh, Fletcher. I don't have enough sticks for you, dude. I'm sorry. Wait, hold on. No, is there the one village? Those. Wow. I think I know what happened to the rest of the village. No, this is a barn. Okay. Okay. Villager. Only one village. Gotcha. That over. Build more. Anyway. Back into it. Back in your house. Work, go back home. I see what I go home. Free. Nice and safe. Oh yeah. Little home down here. Ow. This I will expand it. I will link. That's me what. Oh. Why now? Proper light. Right, because fun. I just realized because I have the headset for microphone. I want to use the webcam mic. Built-in a built-in webcam. I can't imagine the audio's gonna got into it. I was like, I don't know until I reach a cave, basically.
Kong 712 said, I'm guessing you just stottered the world.
I did, yes. But like, what I love is that there's only 2 houses in this village, and there's only 1 villager. Gives me
Kong
free.
712 said, hey, text to speech person.
Yeah, yeah, unfortunately I need that because I am working with a laptop and not a desktop like most other streamers.
Kong 712 said it's worth staying with just your laptop, then if it goes well or want to keep doing it, then you can look into getting another screen.
It's working for now. Unfortunately, I don't have room for another screen. Like, the issue is I live with other people in a small apartment and I'm using a circular table instead of a desk.
Kong 712 said, I was going to stay if you streamed from your bedroom, then you could use your TV to have chat on that.
So, that would be a bedroom. I have to share it. What am I home? There's 4 of us living in a 2-bedroom.
Kong 712 said, why do you share your room if it's okay asking?
It's my mom and brothers living in a 2-bedroom apartment.
Kong 712 said, I'm surprised 4 people fit in a 2-bed house.
I mean, it's cramped because it's a relatively small apartment, but it works. Like, we have too much stuff for the amount of space that we have. But we're, like, primarily hoarders. Don't really want to get rid of some of that we have. Oh, X. That's fine.
Kong 712 said, that's the way to look at least it's somewhere to sleep, and that's safe, better than been on streets.
Yep. Like, we're not horribly off, but we're not, like...
Kong 712 Said you sound like a USA accent.
I am, yes, fortunately.
Kong 712. Said wife wrongly.
Asking why, unfortunately? Or
Kong 712. Said yeah, that what I was asking.
the general bad stigma around Americans. One of those things where it's like one person can run for like an entire group of people.
Kong 712. Said UK is worse.
I would say there are there are a lot of ways that different countries can be worse than each other, but also better than each other. So for me, I've lived here my entire life, and I don't like it. I want out, but I also understand that other people don't like where they live. That's just a matter of perspective. Where you live in a place long enough.
Kong 712. Said I nearly moved to the USA until I looked at the visa and stuff I needed.
Yeah. That was one of the things that I didn't understand when I was younger was why are we having people know what our history was when we when they move here, when we go to their places and we don't know the history and they let us move relatively or slightly easier. I can admit that as difficult as it is to move to America, it's or the US, it's more difficult to Canada because they have like a different filtering process, which sounds bad. I did it incorrectly, which I did. My main problem right now is that I am having trouble uh, feeling comfortable with my It took me to find iron this way than it did the last world that I was playing on.
Kong 712. Said there is no bot here, looks like I will just have to deal with text to speech.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Kong 712. Said I wanted Nightbot so I can use Discord command.
I don't know how to set up Nightbot, unfortunately. Sorry. Like, I'm still relatively new to this, so I don't know how to get everything set up where I need that I would be. better for viewers, if that makes sense. Put a torch down, but I just wanted it to.
Kong712 said if you need help setting anything up I can help.
I don't know how to set up a lot of things. But I've just been figure out how to do it by myself. So. Ah, that's right. The villager can't escape the house. Whatever is he gonna do?
Kong712 said why did the light stop you mining?
The mod that I'm playing is an origin mod, and that's this part of it. Basically, it just gives me mining fatigue, and it just takes longer to mine, and it's annoying. Not that I don't make it, I just I remembered I can blow up dirt.
Kong712 said sounds Liek that can be a pain at times.
A little bit. There we go. I'm far enough away from fire. Blow myself up. I have to. What I'm trying to do is, like, for the first bit is in world. Sorry. My main goal is to, like, just at the moment, all I can actually do it is get to the Nether and get some. I can. I don't have to have mining fatigue.
Kong712 said this seems a bit confusing.
What do you mean? Full fire I'm fine with. It's regular fire that makes
Kong712 said where you get mining ferrig and stuff.
basically what it is the origin that I'm playing is more of a Nether origin and overworld origin. The regular fire is gonna make weaker, but if I get full fire and make full torches, then I'll be able to mine faster and have better lighting at the same time.
Kong 712 said so you can bid how you want different things to affect you.
Kind of? Like, there are different origins to pick from. But I like this origin because it gives me back. So that when I am standing with fire, standing in fire, and I go to attack a mob, I'm not, like, doing any. Because if I go like that, that actually does damage. And since it stays like that, when a mob enters it, it gets knocked back a little, and it tries to come, and it gets hurt again. So, the main reason why I picked this one. I could pick one of the smaller origins where I would only fit in one.
Kong 712 said that sound useful.
This. Up until I miss. In which case, then it just hurts. Because I miss somebody else. Not a hardcore player, so I wouldn't be able to play on hardcore by myself. Very much more casual, so I usually tend to prefer to play on easy or world is current. However, since I am more of a casual player than I am like someone actually worried about beating the game, I have it set to keep inventory and do fire tick is set to false. Basically, no fires don't spread, and my inventory stays with me when I play.
Kong 712 said I just play different mod packs till I get fed up of them.
What I do is I'll switch between games. I am on a gaming, so I have enough space on my PC to have multiple. But I'll just switch between games until I get bored and I need like a quick reset. I like a quick reset on my stop playing a little bit. And then I'll come back to gaming because it's the funnest thing that I know how to do. Basically, I do things until I get bored and then I go back to them, bored of not doing anything.
Kong 712 said thing with me I get fed up but then I will have to focus on it till it's done so it annoying.
Fair. I feel like a lot of people do that. Eventually, I just want to travel. Like fun. But I don't have the money to do that. Or I don't have the money for it.
Kong 712 Said traveling sounds fun, just needs money.
Like the main reason I want is I want to go across all of the haunted places with myself or others. I don't care. I'm gonna do that because that sounds like fun.
Kong 712 said and friends Oswell, so then you don't fed up by yourself.
Bold of you to assume that I have friends. Nah, I'm terrible with communication. I can't hold a relationship, platonic or otherwise, to save my life, so I'm gonna be able to travel with other people.
Kong 712 said yay, no friends Oswell, welcome to my world, haha.
It's like join the club. Hi, welcome to the No Friends Club. We get to be lonely together. Okay, what I want is to get into that house.
Kong 712 said wait, if we're in the No Friends Club, does that make us friends? I'm confused how it works.
Good. You're allowed to be. Okay. The skeleton walked far enough away for me to be able to go to sleep. The spider talking is just on fire. Right. Oh. Hey, how are you on fire and yet not? Oh, that was almost dangerous. That's not a creeper. I don't know how that would work. Being in the No Friends Club and then friends. Guess that would mean we'd have to stay not, like, stay as not friends. And sounds about right though.
Kong
But
712 said or just rename to Lonely Person Club where you're only like 2 friends max.
I don't know. There are a lot of lonely people out there. If we named it the Lonely People Club, then it would be kind of, and there was only just the two of us. So kind of like I'd be discounting all the other lonely people out there.
Kong 712 said you're thinking about this too complex.
Oh, you right. Don't think. Don't question. Just do. Like, it makes perfect sense if you don't think about it, right?
Kong712 said it hurts typing and playing a game at the same time.
For them.
Kong712 said since of quickly swapping screens and with my arm in slings, so normal things like that are harder to do.
Oh, thanks.
Kong712 said was that a D20 for the follow thing.
Very long tunnel. I know tunneling until finding enough cobblestone to be able to build more. But there can be an actual proper
Kong 712 said this seems like a long tunnel.
Where the nearest cave that direction.
Kong 712 said I'm goose sign you don't need coal.
I mean, I do.
Kong 712 said you did leave a lot of it in that tunnel.
Mining. Wanted to get the tunnel done.
Kong 712 said that's why I was confused.
But like, as luck would have it, tunneling until here. This will be the gateway. Because all I do is figure that out before let it do its thing.
Kong 712 said gateway to your dreams.
Sorry, that one Fletcher and his animal.
Kong 712 said Kong 712 said I'm confused. Kong 712 said just me trying to bully text to speech.
Okay. I feel like that's gonna be a losing battle, but okay. Okay. Uh, oh.
Kong 712 said Kong 712 said help me since I don't know what Kong 712 said so I opt to make it up. Kong 712 said just getting amused with text to speech.
Valid. Sleep.
Kong 712 said surpased you trust with it.
It works better than not being able to do anything being said. Not knowing that I have viewers. Thanks.
Kong712 said you could get someone in a call with you talking to you and reading chat.
And I don't have. Trixie has this. Like one.
Kong712 said since my voice is a bit creepy but Kong likes my creepy voice so I should stay.
Sure. For whatever reason, I'm streaming Labs and stream allows me to have the American accented. You know, when I was going from browser, I could use the British accent. I liked that one. It was funny when it said me.
Kong712 said plus I'm the best friend since you don't have to worry about feeding me.
About this weather. Few days from now. That's because I'll have like there'll be. Those are days like that I won't be paying attention to that. For fair warning.
Kong712 said what do you mean what about the weather?
Like this weather, it's so nice. Like dirt is my favorite kind of weather. Agree?
Kong712 said oh you mean in game haha.
There are times our internet cuts out briefly, and it dips enough that my connection lost. So I'll end up with like 2 streams instead of 1, and then there are times when I'll have other people in the room. I won't have my mic plugged in. I won't be talking with chat. So I am trying to stream more with like building a VTube model so that I could like a VTube image channel.
Kong712 said sounds like you have internet often. Kong712 said internet problems often haha my brains struggle to make a sentence.
No, I understood. For whatever reason, like the room that I'm in is supposed to be like the main living area of the apartment. And we have the internet router in this room. And for whatever reason, it's got like the weakest connection put in like the other room. But we also have like terrible like the issues that we have, the main issue that we have with this apartment.
Kong712 said that makes no sense.
Yeah, it doesn't. Like one issue with our phones, like one issue that we have here is, we have terrible cell signal, no matter where we are in the apartment. And while going outside does.
Kong712 said oh never mind I think I know about setting that might affect it.
Oh yeah? Then my mom's been saying that, it's just because we're so close to the router and it's picking up a bunch of other signals at the same time instead of just our internet, our internet.
Kong712 said since my TP-Link internet has a setting on it where it has beam focusing turn on by default so I turn it off and works so much better.
I wouldn't know how to set that up. Like how to set it up like that. Because while I'm smart enough to figure out how to make stream programs work, I'm not smart enough to figure out how to make that work. Like, I graduated high school. I ain't gonna. I'm not smart enough for anything else. I'm too socially awkward to actually get a job.
Kong712 Said I failed school. I left with LEAC 5F grades.
I mean, I did pretty good in my electives. I was failing math and English, but I was able to get all of the credits I needed to graduate. So.
Kong 712. Said nothing wrong with being so awkward. I'm the same.
It's only a problem when you're trying to get a job in a social setting, which unfortunately is all of America. Because social setting, they expect you to be happy, smiling, like
Kong
socially
712.
out there.
Said wow, text to speech. You monster, you hate me since of my dyslexia.
Understood what you meant. Okay. That you're socially awkward too. I don't know. It really is a huge problem. Because I'm not like socially forward enough to be able to get a job that'll last a while. I did have a job, but like it got so stressful. It got too stressful. I'd only been wanting to work there part time, and they pretty much forced a full time position. I was not happy with that, especially when they started putting me on positions by myself, where I just wasn't capable of handling by myself at the speed that they wanted me to. Like the speed and it made me mad. So and
Kong
like
712.
that I
Said
had to
that's
quit.
not good if it stresses you.
Yeah. And like they were trying to convince me to stay after I put my 2 weeks in, but I was like, no, I gotta look after my mental health, man. They're like, yeah, we understand, but like you could take like a vacation. I was like, I didn't want full time out here. Full time. Just forced me in.
Kong 712. Said it's not worth staying if they're destroying your mental health.
Yeah. So the place that I worked at was a fast food restaurant, and um, this fast food restaurant worked with ice cream. Husband, so I can talk about this. And one of the ice cream, like one of the flavors that we had for ice cream involved like a bit, like an actual banana for like a topping.
Kong 712. Said yay ice cream.
Yeah, like it was really good ice cream, really good food. I enjoyed working there. It was fun working there. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the work. I enjoyed the people. Um, but towards the end there, I was just getting so stressed that I was thinking of taking the knife that we would use to cut the banana, like the bananas up. Uh, and either stabbing somebody else with it or stabbing myself with it. And I was like, I'm not staying in a job. I feel like not safe. So I was like, yeah, no, that's not gonna.
Kong 712. Said I can see where this SI going that doesn't seem like it's going to end well.
Yeah, no. I I got so stressed out when it was one of the busier nights because it was just starting to turn into summer. So people were on summer vacation here, and like so stressed. And the person that had been put over in the ice cream area with me had to leave an hour before we closed. And I was a closer. I was put over there by myself, and the majority of our crew members were teenagers, so they couldn't stay very late. this girl was getting ready to leave. Any other time, if it had been like her stepmom was the manager, and so or was a manager, and so when it came time for her stepmom to leave, and she had to leave with her stepmom, she had to leave on time. But when it came to everybody else was expected to like stay extra hours. And it's like, how is that fair at all to anybody? Um, and then she left, and like I'm here with like 7 orders on one screen, 7 orders on the other. I'm trying to get all of them out in a timely manner. I'm over there panicking, and she leaves, and I stop. Like I'm in the cabinet because I ran out of an item, and I stop and like start crying. I'm like, do this anymore? Not anymore. No, I can't be here anymore. So I get the orders for dine-ins, way to get them sent out, like made it sent out, and like they go on their way. Um, and then I go to one of our receipt machines, print off some like group some paper from the machine, and I write my 2 weeks on it. Like I can't do it anymore. I'm too tired. I am too like y'all have drained me because y'all can't prioritize your times and your people correctly. So I was just too stressed to do it. And after putting my 2 weeks in, I started feeling better. So I was like, the right choice to make was putting my 2 weeks in. And I definitely felt happier. I was like, I get to leave. I get to leave. I'm stuck here. Um, so, excellent. So yeah, I'm no longer there, and that makes me happy.
Kong712 said that's all that matters is that you feel better after leaving the job.
Yes. Up until up until my family got wind of it, and they were like, you should have waited until you had more money, because I didn't have a lot of money when I did. They were like, you should have had another job lined up afterward, like after you quit. I was like, I know I should have. I panicked. Leave me alone. But so I definitely did order of operations for a while, but I don't blame. Like I'm not like fully hating myself for it. I am struggling now because at this point it's
Kong712 said that's understandable. Tot when you get stressed out you just want to get out of there and look after yourself.
yeah, but now I'm in a position where I either get this going as fast as possible, get as many views, followers, and subscribers on possible so that I can get monetized, or um, or get another job. And I don't I don't think I'll ever be ready to go back out into the public in another job because it's like here you are expected to talk to the customer. I'm not someone who wants to do that.
Kong712 said is it possible to claim welfare in USA since of your SoCal awkwardness?
Um, it would not. It would not be possible for me to claim welfare. I could claim unemployment, but I wouldn't get as many of the benefits. And, we have 2 people with uh income. Like I was the youngest person in the household, and I can't keep I don't feel comfortable with any of the other jobs either. And unfortunately, we are earning enough to be able to afford our rent. As the only reason I say unfortunately, we have terrible budgeting.
Kong 712 said I was just thinking of it since at least some money without stressing yourself out.
Fortunately, I've got a lot more stress being placed on me by the people I live with to get a job with myself for not having a job. Just because they themselves are being stressed about this, or are getting stressed. And one of them is afraid that he's going to lose his job, which high function. His job has a union. He should be fine. The other person, his job has a union. And his stressor isn't necessarily the job itself, but one of his coworkers as well that makes he's only used for his paycheck right now.
Kong
Which
712 said if your job has a union then you should be okay.
Yeah, he'd be fine as long as he goes to his union. He doesn't think about that like right away, so like his first instinct is to let the managers handle it. That's the main reason why they have a union. They don't always handle everything properly. Like my job, it didn't have, or my previous employment didn't have a union because it was a privately owned franchise of a restaurant chain. And and I will admit that I am proud to be considered one of their better employees because I did the job. I tried to do the job right. If I got the order wrong, it was partially because someone else ran the order incorrectly, or because I misread the script. But I tried to get everything right. So I was one of their better, more reliable.
Kong 712 said so if I fly to USA you can get me cheaper ice cream.
No, unfortunately. Well, maybe. Depends on how, like, I don't go to that restaurant. Like, that restaurant was because, or like, I ate at that restaurant was because, um, uh, I worked there. I don't work there anymore, so I don't really have a reason to go to that restaurant. Other than maybe visit, um, uh, some of the employees that worked there that I had managed to kind of get close to. Like work friend and like friend is kind of different than each other. Like work friend, you're only friendly towards them at work. You don't really talk to them outside of work. But friend, you talk to them both outside of work and during work.
Kong 712 said you could go with your friends or your boyfriend.
Bold of you to assume that I have a boyfriend. Nah, I am like 100% lonely. The only that I know, like that I know are my family that I live with, and they don't really want to go there anymore. Partially because they
Kong
made me mad
712
because they keep
said
messing up
so
their
your only friend is text-to-speech person.
text to speech, my video game characters, my D&D characters, and my family. Yeah. Oh, and my cat. My cat is all.
Kong 712 said how about the people you poly D&D with?
My family. Yeah.
Kong 712 said I'm trying to help.
I mean, if you think about it this way, if I get comfortable enough with a friend, they become part of the family. For me, at least. So technically, I could be saying that someone in my family is actually more just a friend because they're not actually related. Unfortunately, the only people I play D&D with are actual family members. A very lonely child. Mainly my fault for not wanting to socialize and be on the internet. I should have been, but like I'm uncultured and that.
Kong 712 said it's not your fault since you have social anxiety.
Partially I had gone out of my way to try and make friends, I would have had friends. But you're also correct. But we're also both incorrect because it's most of my family's fault. Never mind the fact that I've been socially anxious since I was a child. But I'm gonna blame family and
Kong 712 said but if you push yourself to make friends you could end up making your health worse.
oh yeah, no, I know. The issues that my family expects me to have outside connections because that's what they claim to be. And that's healthy for me to have friends, but it's not unhealthy either.
Kong 712 said oh so your family have an expectation of you and since you don't meet it they're not happy with you.
Kinda like 100%, but
Kong
don't
712 said this is why you need Discord.
Discord. I just like feel comfortable sharing it with others quite yet.
Kong 712 said so then you could add people from your stream so you have someone to talk.
especially since Stranger Danger is one that's like ingrained in my head since I was very small. Ah, I found a hole. Sunlight. Oh, this is gonna be
Kong 712. Said way I look at it, if someone kidnaps me, yay, I will have comapney. Kong 712. Said until they give me back.
it's a fair way of looking, but I don't want to have to deal with the aftermath of being like, why did you let them kidnap you? You know, that they could have done something like horrible to you, like, because it was fun. It would be fun though. That would be a fun thing to do, as long as it was when I know kidnapping me, so that it doesn't be awkward after. One of the reasons why
Kong 712. Said wait, your family care enough to ask why you've been kidnapped? I'm Julius.
I don't know. That's part of the reason why my mom wants, part of the reason why I have trouble because like making friends, because like the trust issues are literally from the family. So like my mom watches way too many crime documentaries. Which, don't get me wrong, they're fun and fascinating to watch. They put things into perspective. But I can't ever make friends if I'm constantly worrying about could or could not be a psychopath slash murderer and stalker. Dark.
Kong 712. Said I'm stealing your family so then they care about if I get kidnapped.
I mean, or how they would like. As it sounds, they are like part of my, like, on one part they do care, but on the other part, um, they strict, but they have, if that makes sense.
Kong 712. Said I'm sure that's how it works, that if I steal them so then they worry if I get kidnapped.
But for that, if I told them that I made a friend, she'd be like, good. Like, yeah, okay with me having a friend. The issue would be we're not like in the US with one another, be more than like net friends.
Kong712 said if I told my dad I made a friend he go it's fine you're ginger you can't be kidnapped.
But that is actually kind of funny. Phrasing. For me, I'm sitting here like my hair's colored. No one would want to kidnap me because my hair is colored. Because, you know, there's no telling what they would do to you. Never mind the fact that I'm a huge pacifist. I would be panicking. Before I the nether portal.
Kong712 said I be okay been kidnapped as long I get ice cream.
Like, it's like the free candy vans, except it's an ice cream truck instead. The last one I do have a bunch of potatoes, but this this world would be fun to play with if I had fun. Also, this is a single player world right now. I don't have money to rent to help own.
Kong712 said someone goes the person been kidnapped been okay then I yell leave me I have ice cream I want to stay.
There. I'd say same, except ice cream ice cream actually hurts. So I'd be lying. Not hurts as in like health problem hurts, but hurts kind of.
Kong712 said I like how easily I'm bought just feed me and I'm okay been kidnapped.
I mean, I'd say same, but I was literally at work. I had literally been at work going. I'd pay somebody. I I'd be like, I would pay somebody with one of my paychecks to off me. I was saying that at work to my coworkers. So
Kong712 said please don't do that.
I'm not allowed to. I'm morally not allowed to do that because it would hurt my family. They're hurt enough. Because unfortunately, funny as Cards Against Humanity.
Kong712 said then I would have no one to talk to.
Yeah. If If I know people are gonna miss me, then that would make them miss me.
Kong712 said okay, so you add to the list who would miss you and add Stitch chat.
Yes. So now I have an obligation to my job that I will not do anything to harm myself on purpose. Accidentally get hurt, it's mostly likely going to be because of the cat or paper cut. Or, you know, I was cooking and accidentally hurt. Like this one time, where we got a new cheese shredder and I was going too fast with the cheese and my hand slipped and my thumb got shredded. That was nice. I panicked.
Kong712 said since I leaked the text to Spock Payson makes me feel like there is someone to talk to without the awkwardness.
Right. In one of my biggest strengths, because I am back from trying to get a job, but failing because my anxiety made it too hard for me. One of my previous streams, my sister was actually in chat trying to convince me to get Fortnite. I looked and I was like, I could get it. But I think in order to be an annoying little sister, I'm not gonna get it. Just because. Also, I'm not good with first-person shooters.
Kong712 said convince you to get what?
Fortnite. Fork knife.
Kong712 said wow.
She, husband, and her child. I managed to convince my dad to get it. And they were, and they play it a lot. She was trying to convince me to play it, and I was like, I'm an annoying little sister. I'll not bend to peer pressure this time. As popular as the game is on Twitch.
Kong712 said this time.
This time. I did think about it though. I was like, I could get it. Nah. Not right now. Especially since the storage on my computer is, well, I'd have to get rid of something in order to comfortably play Fortnite. And also, as I was saying to her, I'm not good at Call of Duty. I'm not gonna be good at Fortnite. I know this. Why would I play it? Like, hand-eye coordination outside a game? Terrible. Hand-eye coordination in-game?
Kong712
Terrible.
said seems like you have a demon theme.
Well, yeah. I mean, so on YouTube, I did name myself Demon Spawn. And here I am called Abyssal. But the main reason I called myself on YouTube was partially due to like high school angst, but also because I was like, children are kind of demonic, and if you look at like the way that they describe demon spawn, like etymology, demon spawn is basically just a demon child. So me calling myself, me calling myself demon fun. It's just me calling myself a child. If you look at it that way. So, as the youngest child, I have a duty to uphold that if I cannot annoy my older siblings, then I'm not doing it right.
Said I gust sickney I followed your Twitter.
Yeah. I mean, I like the creepy stuffs. Pretty sure I have some form of attachment. Which is okay. As long as they don't do anything to hurt us or like, cause any harm to anything. Fine. I don't mind. My mom minds a bit, but she's like, as long as they don't do it, fine as well.
Kong 712 said has long you promise not to kidnap me to kill me as a sacrifice.
You sacrificing dino nuggies together. I'm sure there's a demon out there that would appreciate dino nuggies and chicken tendies as a sacrifice instead of actual. But yeah, no,
Kong 712 said let's test it.
Not right now. Not while I'm still living with my mom. She is heavy Christian. She would kick my ass if I did that. I would not survive. And then she'd be trying to purify the house by herself again.
Kong 712 said I live by myself technically.
No, I live with too many people. I wouldn't be able to.
Kong 712 said since I live with Doggo and he's the boss.
The amount of creatures living in the house is my mom, my two brothers, and our two cats. One of the cats is mine. I will not give him up. He is baby, and if anything happens to like, I would kill everybody. I mean, oh. I almost didn't go that way because I was like, it's kind of dark, but also quoting The Office is kind of funny. I think that's where that's from. Pretty sure. But I also don't know because I've never seen The Office. Don't know it.
Kong 712 said sounds like you have a lot going on in your apartment.
Yeah, very, very crowded in this small area. But we're making it kind of work. I've been having so much that I forgot to check the time. I was wondering what time it was, and I was like, oh, it's 1:47. Gotta end stream soon. This was fun. Gotta end stream in my.
Kong 712 said yay I'm your first follower on Twitter.
Yay! Finally, I'm being noticed. Yay, attention. Like, there should be a tweet on there where I was explaining how one of the managers
Kong 712
doing me dirty.
said only since you pay me in ice cream.
I don't work there anymore. I shouldn't get a discount. They'll probably still give me like the family discount, 25%, but like I don't go in there often enough to be given a discount. Unless they actually started following the rules, in which case I pay $20 for one meal. it's fast food, but it's expensive fast food. We got Dairy Queen, and we got the restaurant that I worked at, and my restaurant is basically just fancy dairy. Like if the concept of like Burger King's original concept of have it your way and Dairy Queen would have a child, it would be the restaurant that I worked in. Literally one of those things where like you can build the burgers however you want, or like the
Kong
sandwiches however you
712
want.
said sad doesn't show a price alone.
So the $20 for one meal would be like if you got like a double burger with a regular side or a large side. I don't remember. No, it was a regular side. And then like a shake or an ice cream as the drink. It's like $12 to $15 if you don't sub the drink in for the ice cream in for the drink. If I remember right, they might have raised prices since, but because you know inflation is an issue. Cost of living is going to be so high that most people work part-time and going to be able to survive on their own.
Kong 712 said Ionel guessed from where you worked since they WS a picture of who I'm guessing is you in uniform soon as I click on your Twitter.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I was there throughout the entirety of COVID. So I got to watch as it went from like busy due to no COVID to like busy only
Kong
in the
712
drive-thru because of
said I just seen your cat.
mm. Oh yeah, no, he's precious and adorable. Spoiled as shit though. Like I had him doing sitting and laying down training when he was younger. Not anymore. Doesn't know how to do it anymore.
Kong 712 said so if I kidnap you I have to kidnap the cat as well.
Yes. So I don't know how he'd handle being moved to a different place. He is old. Like I have had him since I was 10 or 11 years old. So that already
Kong
is
712
12 years.
said that seems like too much Liak hard work for kidnapping.
It is. He is a 12-year-old cat, so I don't know how he'd handle it. Might be too much stress on his little old man kittiness. Old man kitty body. Excuse me. I will admit that because I was an adult,
Kong
I decided
712
to eat ice cream for breakfast.
said I would be such a bad kidnapper since I be like too much effort I rather not bother.
I do the same. I thought that would be me with any job where I'd have to get physical with another person. Like, it's too macaroni. But Uh, my only so one of my other plans are to be a VTuber.
Kong712 said kidnapper okay go get this person but I don't want to I hate been around people.
Right.
Kong712 said I think I would get sacked.
Yeah, then dumped in a river. But, that sounds like a witch. But, I had a thought. Yeah, no, I'm trying to, like, get a VTuber model working, or built so that I can be a VTuber, so that people can see my, like, general expression. Also because I think that would be cute.
Kong712 said dumped in a river but do I get ice cream though while I get dumped?
I don't know how that would work, because likely to, like, use you as the victim instead of, you know, those, like, really bad kidnapping, murder things where, like, they kidnap and then, like, just dump them.
Kong712 said I could eat the ice cream while I'm in a black bag been drowned in a river.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm to get a model built for myself. Like, I'm physically making it myself on this, so that I can be cute. And effort. Try to figure out how to make it work.
Kong712 said demon VTuber.
Yes. The issue would be getting the eyes to work because I wear glasses, and uh, most of the time my glasses reflect more so than they do uh PC when there's light on. So I'd have to figure out how to get that to work.
Kong712 said I'm too dumb to work that out.
Yeah, I'm trying to just figure it out on my own. Like, you hear that witch? Like, right there. I She doesn't have to sound angry about it.
Kong712 said so no point in kidnapping me since I'm not smart enough to figure stuff out.
I mean, I the escape room, yes, where it's like you're walking over. It is getting pretty close to time.
Kong712 said we should continue this on Discord. Kong712 said but you don't have Discord.
I do have Discord. I just don't feel comfortable sharing it.
Kong712 said I can always just normal message if you're worried about sharing the server. Kong712 said but when is your next stream?
I'm planning on as well. Yeah, I'll be streaming Friday and Saturday. It's Mondays and Saturdays also free, but every other day is gonna be from 12 to 2. Because 2 o'clock is usually 2 or 3 or getting up.
Kong712 said that seems confusing. I will get confused.
I do have the schedule. So tomorrow will be 12 to 2, and then Friday will be 12 to 2 as well. If that makes sense. Like Tuesday, Friday, 12.
Kong712 said I'm UK so I till have to do maths to see the time.
So what time is it for you there? Because it's 2 o'clock here.
Kong712 said 7 p.m.
So for you, I'd be starting at 5 from on like at 5 for the majority of the week, and then on Monday and Saturday it'd be at 8. Then for like the majority of the week that I stream 7. Does that make sense? So Monday would 5 to 8, then Tuesday through Friday
Kong712
5 to 7.
said kinda.
Yeah. So where I am, it's 12 to 3 and 12 to 2. For you, it'd be 5 to 8 and 5 to 7.
Kong712 said so it's 5 unless it's a Sunday.
I'm most likely going to start at 5 or a little after 5, depending on accident, which has happened. I remember I'll be playing.
Kong712 said that means effort now I have to keep eye out on your streams haha.
See you tomorrow.
Kong712 said so you're streaming Tom Rowe Oswell.
Yes. Monday through Saturday. It's just Monday and Saturday are my streams.
Kong712 said so you have Monday and Saturday off streaming so you can have family till me.
Sunday. So everybody else in the household has Thursdays off together. I technically should have Thursday off, but my mom was like, "You need to have Sunday off," and I was like, "Okay, I'll do Sunday, I suppose." I stream 6 days a week. 2 of those days, 3 hours. The rest of them, 2.
Kong712 said SoCal awkwardness so you can avoid being around family.
Fortunately, I can't avoid being around family. I live with family.
Kong712 said hide in your room.
Would I live? I tried to stream the room with. I'd have to not have a mic. I wouldn't be able. Because she'd more than likely.
Kong712 said kick your brother out the room so he sleeps on sofa so you can have your own space.
I'd have to keep both of my brothers out of the room. I think my mom would be happy, or the apartment complex would be happy with us setting up a tent in the no. In the living room or on the little patio in the back.
Kong712 said tent in the yard sounds fun.
But out, unfortunately, the apartment complex wants this to be a very like we're not technically supposed to personalize the apartments at all.
Kong712 said seems like a stick complex.
It's very. We're gonna have to paint over the holes in the wall that we put in to be able to put paintings up or pictures. And like we will not be getting our closet back because when we moved in, or when my mom's brothers moved in, because the carpets had already been 5 years old. I'm gonna probably blame the carpets in being in condition us instead of for letting a family move in with.
Kong712 said I had that issue.
The big issue is that a like a little over $1,000 live here every month, and then we also have to pay bills halfway through the month. Live.
Kong712 said moved into a flat, the carpet was worn out and dirty, but when I moved out I got blamed for it and had to pay for a new one.
But because our lease is up, so we're technically just living here.
Kong712 said can't you get any cheap houses where you have a bit more space for everyone?
We can't afford it. There are no credit scores. Be able to afford some truck to be able.
Kong712 said I'm guessing the state you live in is expensive as well.
The cost of has gone up so high that have to have a household or got like 3 people working full time, live comfortably. As it is, we're driving the small apartment that we have.
Kong 712 said, "Wow, I didn't know USA was that bad."
I mean, at least I don't live in California or Oregon, because that's where all the famous people live. Almost nobody can afford to live there. But yeah, kind of bad.
Kong 712 said, "I know everywhere is struggling."
Gotta go. So I can
Kong 712 said, "I live in UK and I barely get by living alone with doggo since of me not working since of my dislocated shoulder."
I gotta get so I can thing picking up.
Kong 712 said, "What was you saying before text to speech took over?"
Yeah. Yeah. I'll see you again tomorrow. Fun.
Kong 712 said, "Tom Rowe is a long time."
It is, but you'll survive. But
Kong 712 said, "I will miss the text to speech person."
I'll be back again tomorrow.